Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. I have been pretty sick and have had absolutely no voice, and I have a little bit of voice back. So I had already filmed this last week, and I wanted to pop on and just share it with you guys really quickly. I have sped it up a couple times, so it is super fast. You have all seen me do this before, but I am going to prep my journal for April. So I have already posted making this journal. It is a little Michael's book, and it's 4x6, and it did not have enough pages in it for the month. So I took two of them apart and then, made it thick enough for the month of April. So if you want to see that video, please go back in my playlist, and it should be one or two before this one, probably just making my April journal. I will do my best to hold on to my voice for this voiceover. Excuse me. All right. So I think for this entire month I used one set of numbers, and I believe those are from Pam at Pocket Journal Pam. If not, they're from Lynn. Please forgive me. I don't have it in front of me. I obviously cut it up. I think they're Lynn's. I think they're Pam's numbers this month. I will post both of them below. I am a Patreon on both of their channels, so please go check out their amazing artwork. I then went in and cut up my days, and I've used different days. If you guys have seen how I keep my days, I keep them all cut up, and so I can pick out different ones for that go with the color or whatnot. So I've tried to intermix those in between. So, and then we get to I don't know even what. It's kind of calming for me, actually. I just put on like a movie or something and cut them all out and glue them all in. So it's not anything, any of you haven't done or haven't seen. So, I will tell you that there is a mistake in this video, which I did not know at the time. Excuse me, as I have some tea. But if you find the mistake, or when you find the mistake, please let me know. I always joke when I record these live and I'm talking, I always, joke that I like to do them live with you guys, because I'm not kidding when I say there's normally a mistake, and you guys always catch it. So that's the beautiful part about this community, is when we create together and we can laugh and support each other. So I did not see the mistake until I went to create in the journal and realized it, so I had to actually redo it. So anyway, you let me know. So other than that, how are you guys? It has been, it's been a while. I haven't been recording too much. March was a little bit of a doozy of a month for us. And then we traveled the end of the month, and now it's April, and I've been sick ever since we got back and have not had a voice. So I'm actually okay. And I went to the doctor actually today. It's been a week, so I went to the doctor today, and everything's fine, but I just don't have a voice. And ironically, the doctor says, well, really try not to talk. So I just kind of giggled because I actually went to a really cool urgent care in our town, which was new, and I hadn't been there before, but I was so pleased with it. And I guess the point in telling you that was it wasn't my normal doctor, so she doesn't know me or know what I do or any of that. So I just kind of nodded, and I was like, yeah, okay, good plan. I'll try not to talk. So, but this is way more of a voice than I've had all week. So it's been an interesting week at work, to say the least. So other than that, yeah, we've been good. I'm enjoying this little journal. I will say, as I record this, it's like the 7th maybe. And I'm already feeling a little constrained by the journal. This size might be a little small for me. I really liked last month's size. It was like a 5x7, I think, and this is a 4x6. And it's maybe a little small. We'll see. We'll get through the month, and it definitely helps me choose and be concise about what I want to say. So, and I don't use this journal for my process journaling, as most of you know. And if you're new here, welcome. If you don't know that, I'm so glad you're here. Please go watch another video. This is not my normal voice. But I do appreciate everyone being here very much. And I've been catching up on all of your videos. So I went to the doctor and everything's good. And then I'm just trying to catch up. So it's the 7th, I think. And I will get through this month in this little journal, but I will definitely go back to a bigger journal. I normally, I'm in like I don't even know, 8.5 by something, notebook size-ish. And last month I pared down and I really enjoyed that size. I've definitely chosen simpler journals in the past if I knew it was going to be a busier month, like if we were traveling or if, we had some stuff going on. These days are almost the opposite. I have very little going on almost. Just working full time, obviously, and like winter days, so to speak. So, and not a lot of energy. And so I chose simpler journals, but this one might be a little too simple in terms of just size. So we'll see. We'll keep playing with it, and maybe I'll try it again in terms of like trying to push myself to do something. I might try this size again for another idea I have to kind of just do art in as opposed to journaling, because the smaller size very much does allow me to not feel pressure to fill the page. And so that is, for me, really good when like trying something new, because there's no pressure to, have to do more of it, if you will. So that was my other idea on how to use the other, 2 journals, or journal and a half, I guess I have left. I had a set of 3, and I basically used 1.5, if you will. So anyway, so you can just see this is the process I've been doing now for a little bit of time. I used to maybe prep my journal with its dates, my daily creative journal, or my fauxbonichi, if you will. I used to prep it maybe a week at a time, like on the weekend. And at some point, many months ago, I guess at this point, I began prepping the whole journal just to save time. And I've really enjoyed that. It allows me to also go back, and if I don't get to my journal every day, I can, tuck some things in my journal on that specific day, or if I know something's coming up on a specific day. For instance, this month is like Earth Day, and that falls on a specific day. So I know, if I have stuff, I can put it in that day. So for me right now, it's working. I know a lot of you are going to like a different sort of journal, maybe like either combining a week on 2 pages or multiple days on a page, or the opposite, like a few pages for one day. And so I am definitely just like not doing that. I like predating it still. And I do the full kind of layout, the 2 pages, so to speak, for each day. So for right now, that still works. So as I cut out, you're seeing printables from Obviously, Lynn and Pam. I think that date that you just saw is from Trendovi. And there might be some more in here. I'm not too sure if there's some in here from Courtney Diaz or not. Again, I just keep them all in pockets. So, okay, so now I have all the dates. I'm flipping through. I have all the dates and the days on there. And I'm liking that. And there I missed one, so I'm going to put that one in. And then I think that last month I was so happy with the little journal and the paper, like happy in a surprised way because it was so inexpensive or affordable. And I want to get a little bit of color on these pages and start to see how this paper reacts. So I'm getting out my distressings and gonna put some down on some paper here. You can now no longer get distressings, so if you find them on eBay or wherever else and you want them, that's maybe one place to get them. They do tend to maybe discolor over the time, and some people say they smell. I haven't really had that experience, but there's lots of other daubers out there and like really affordable ones. And so please don't ever feel like you need these specifically. I just happen to have collected some, and so I definitely still enjoy using them very much. So I'm just laying down some color, and the paper seems to be reacting pretty well, which I'm, again, very pleased with because, as you know, some papers, it would soak right through. So I've showed you a couple times. I'm getting a little bit of ghosting, I guess, maybe not necessarily bleeding, but a little bit of color coming through. But for the most part, it's handling it really nicely, so I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to do these first couple pages, maybe the first week or so. And that way my journal's ready for me this week as I come down. And if I have 15 minutes in the morning or 15 minutes at night, I just come down and maybe I'll pick out a couple little cutouts or stickers or have a few little tidbits from my day. I'll tuck them on in that page. I'm now going to go in and add some watercolor to see how the paper is going to respond to that. It has a little different, makeup, if you will, than the distressings. And these are my Jane Davenport watercolors. I do have those 3 sets that you can see, or I got 2 out. I apologize, but I have 3 sets. I think there's only 3 sets. They're not high quality watercolors, but I think they're my highest quality watercolors, maybe. I'm not too sure, but you can get them, or you used to be able to get them at Michael's. I bought them at Michael's. I can try and link them below if I can find them. I do have some other things linked below if you guys are interested that I often use. So my ride or die supplies, so to speak, like my glitter Mod Podge and my Crocodile and that sort of thing. So, and my other crayons, my recollection crayons that I love to do backgrounds with. So there's the little journal, you guys. I'm really happy with it so far. So it's turning out okay, and the binding's holding okay. I'm going to have to kind of still work with it, but for the most part, it's coming along. And I'm just going to continue adding a little bit of color and mixing a little bit more. And I just put colors down, like, obviously randomly. I don't really care. It obviously mostly gets covered up, but for me, I don't know. It just seems to be easier to add a little bit beforehand. I might try next week to add it after journaling or as I journal, just to have a little bit different effect on the pages. I've definitely done that before. But sometimes it's nice just to open up your page and have like this bright page to open up to and kind of be ready to receive whatever happened that day. So I think that's about it. I hope you guys are having a great time journaling. I hope you're documenting your days in kind of whatever way is comfortable for you. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'm so sorry for my voice. It's it's a little better, like I said, but I need to go and maybe not talk. So, per doctor's orders, of course. So, here's a little flip through. I'm showing you a little bleeding on those pages, but it's holding up. That's it for me, you guys. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.